guys, welcome back to the Dylan Livin Automotive YouTube channel. I know my videos have really been all over the place lately. Just kind of trying to get a feel for what I want the channel to be and where I want to go with it. Currently I have 4 vehicles, so in this video I'll be talking about that and kind of my plans for 25 and where I want to be at least by the end of the year. So first vehicle that I've been working on, been starting to put together my first video on, is my 1990 Honda CRX. I got the thing, I want to say I first got it 3 years ago, and it was just stock. It was just a 1990 base with that 1.5 liter in it. I got it stock. It was just a 1990 base CRX, 1.5 liter, 5-speed. Nothing special. It was kind of beat up. It wasn't really rusty. Nothing like that. It was just kind of a rough car. And I had it for probably 1.5 years, 2 years. Got some parts in my collection to put a B series in it, a non-VTEC B series out of like a same year Integra. I ended up selling the car. It went through 2 owners, and I really just tried to find the car again, tried to get it back because I kind of kicked myself for selling it. Really just what brought me back to it was my first like actual manual car, the first one I got to learn on. I really love Hondas now. I was a big muscle car guy growing up. So it was just my first import car really, and got me working on cars like more in depth. I think the first thing I did to it was putting a new steering rack in it, and that was a really involved job for what I knew at the time. And then I bought it back, immediately ripped out that horrible 1.5 liter that the rings were going on, and I bought it back with a full GSR swap. So full motor from an Integra GSR, full trans, ECU, axles, wiring, really everything to put this GSR in this CRX. And that was kind of my first big job, big thing I did, big motor swap. I put seats in it. It's got a half cage now. All the suspension has been touched. All the brakes have been touched. All the wiring's been touched. Really, the one thing I haven't done to the car is pull the dash out. And now it's been a good learning experience for me, I believe, on that, and just kind of seeing how certain parts play into what you do with it, and certain parts are better than others, or, because I fought wiring on the thing for 6-7 months just because the stock harnesses were so trash. Finally spent the good money on a Rywire harness, got that all fixed. The car runs like a champ now. I've really just been working on it. I'll show you guys. I've been working on the Skunk 2 intake here. I was porting it. It's all in pieces now. The CRX is, at least. Gonna be having a video come out on that soon. So it'll be about the suspension and kind of what I messed up when I first put the car together. The rear subframe of the car has actually been bent for a long time, even before I bought it the first time. It's been bent probably 5 years at this point. So I'll show you kind of how I'm going to go about repairing that and maybe adding some bracing so that doesn't happen again. And really what I want to do with the CRX is it'll be my autocross car, and I kind of overbuilt it and overdid myself. So I'm really just going to throw myself into the autocross world and just kind of see how I do. And I'll film it for you guys, and I'll see how I do doing that. Because I put myself in a class way up here when I should be starting somewhere down here. And I'll kind of share with you guys that journey. The next car I want to talk about is the one I drive every day. That'd be my 2001 Lexus GS300. I bought that in November of last year, and then I've been driving it around. I've done some small stuff to it off camera, just like control arms mainly, and just kind of getting the suspension where it needs to be. It's got snow tires on it now. It's really not that nice of a car, but it's pretty good. I only paid like $3,000 for it. The one goal I want for that car is I want it painted and I want all the rust gone. Not that it has like any big holes or anything, but the front fenders are getting a little bubbly and the trunk needs some work. And the paint's overall not that good on that car. So I do want to paint that this year and get the interior swapped over to gray from tan. And really just kind of do drivability mods on that. Just get it more reliable than it is. I know it's a 2JZ Lexus and it'll be fine for whatever I throw at it. But that's my main goal for that car. I've also got an 89 Crew Cab Dually Chevy. It's got a 454 that's throttle body injected, and then it's got the 4-speed as well. I want to take the 4-speed out, and I actually want to put like a 4L80 or like a 6L80 transmission in there, just because I really hate having a manual truck. I know that sounds weird, but I just don't like it, and I don't think it would fit the truck very well. Other things on the dually, I really just want it to be a reliable vehicle so I can go pick up parts, or if I need to go grab wheels, you know, I don't have to pile them in the CRX or the Lexus, and don't have to, you know, run around town trying to do all these crazy things in like a little hatchback or a sedan. I can just do the truck and have actual bed space for it. And then another car I've got is a 78 Camaro, actually sitting over here, that my grandpa had. It's been sitting outside in a field for probably 25 years at this point. It's been flooded at least like 4 or 5 times. Surprisingly, the body's not that bad on it. There are some things that are going to need work, and the whole interior is trash. So really what I'd like to do for that car, I'd like to at least get because I have a 5.3 and I have a 4L60 ready to go in it. I really just want it mounted in the car and the car stripped down. Just clean up the motor. It's not going to be anything built or crazy. You know, I'll be happy if it makes 400 horsepower, but we're not going to get that project done just because I've got a full-time job that I do. So I really only get 2 days off every week, and it'll just be kind of here and there things just to get that car ready for, you know, full restoration, because it'll be kind of like my grandpa had it back in the day, but a little modernized, you know, maybe some updated suspension components. I want to put bigger wheels on it. Same paint job. It's a LT Rally Sport. It's got the black with the kind of copper color, and I think that's really 80s style, late 70s, 80s style, and I love that about the car, so it's staying. With the CRX, actually, I know I'm getting off topic, but my buddy's girlfriend, she did the tattoo on my arm of the CRX, and she's going to help me plan out a livery for it to paint it before autocross, so I'll have a full livery on it. I know it's a lot to start off my autocrossing with, but I think it'd just be hilarious, and I've always wanted a car with a crazy livery on it, and I think this would be a perfect car for that, just because it's 20 different colors right now anyways. Yeah, other than that, that's really my plans for 2025. I'm going to hopefully take you guys along for some, you know, races in Mexico, maybe some car meets. Definitely want to get the autocross in there, and just really touch on all the builds and all the things I do. That Lexus I've bought is my 20th car. You know, I'm not that old myself, so I've been doing kind of just everything. I've got 2 mini bikes over here as well, so I'll show you guys everything I do to my vehicles from this point on, at least in 2025. What really got me to put my things out there and put my YouTube personality out there is my neighbor. Honestly, my neighbor Marcus, shout out to him, because I don't think if it was for him talking to me that I would be standing here right now talking to you guys. So I really just want to give a good shout out to him, because he really put it in my head that, hey, people aren't going to like you, and that's all right. But put it out there, maybe somebody will. So I appreciate you guys for viewing this video. I just kind of wanted to go over everything that I want to do for 2025, at least broadly, and let you guys know what the channel's going to be. I know I have a Jeep video on there, me working on a Jeep. The RSX interior swap, I've since sold that car for the Lexus, so, but the Lexus might be getting the interior swapped as well. So I did all that work, and now I'm going to have to do it again, but that's okay. I don't know, I just love cars. I love wrenching on them. I'll have my friends' cars featured, I'll have my friends featured, I'll have meets, I'll have races, I'll have events. You know, we do a couple events every year that we really like to go to and we really enjoy. So I really want to put that out there for you guys. Just kind of my experiences with the events and just kind of what me and my friends do on cars on a day-to-day basis, really. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.